Am I the only one who doesn't think it's a big deal that we haven't seen Kim Kardashian since she gave birth? I don't think it's a big deal. Do you think it's a big deal? Yes. When you had a baby, were you out of the house right away? No. Me neither. But you expect her to be, why? Because she's a social media person? Well, it's been 21 days since we last saw Kim. I've got no problem with this, but this has probably been the longest time that we've known her that she's been out of the media spotlight. Well, according to our friends at Radar Online, Kim loves being a mother, is what they say, but she's going stir. No, that was not a read. I believe this, but that she is going stir crazy at home and she feels very isolated. She reportedly wants to leave the house, but she is very, very scared of the paparazzi snapping her pictures. Well, I can imagine having Kanye breathing down her shoulder, you know, because, you know, without Kanye, I'm sure she would love these pictures being snapped. I'm sure without Kanye, she would have been out of the house 21 days ago, you know, right after giving birth to the baby. But she's probably, in my best guesstimation, doing some sort of working out at home, you know, a secret tunnel that has been drilled from her trainer. Look. That has been drilled from her trainer, Tracy Anderson's house on the other side of the state to her house. And so she's probably working out. I bet you, even though, you know, there's a lot of talk of her loving sweets and loving to eat and everything, I bet you she's probably got that jaw wired shut. And when we finally see her will be the day that her mother's show comes on TV, you know, this 6-week sneak peek. And even though the talk show is taped, but that'll still be the day that Kim comes out and it'll be somehow working in concert with her mother's talk show. And because with the Kardashians, there is always a financial plan somehow always going on. But you keep fooling everybody, Kim Kardashian, and we'll keep waiting for you to come out of the house. I'm very sad about Paris Jackson, and I'll be very honest with you. What I talk to you about is not what I talk about at my house. I have a whole nother conversation that I call kitchen table talk, and that we all do, and I'm just letting you know that, okay? Because I go in deeper at home. But I will tell you that I'm very sad about what's going on with her. To catch you up to speed, she has allegedly been denied entry into a new rehab facility. According to TMZ, the Los Angeles hospital where Paris is currently recovering allegedly will not let her leave that hospital because they feel as though she's still a danger to herself. Her mother, her biological mother, you know, Debbie Rowe, wants Paris to move to an adolescent rehab facility in Utah, but that rehab facility reportedly has rejected Paris's application process due to fears of paparazzi. Now, this is what I will say. Number one, what is the point of having 155 members of your family if not one of them is good to step up and help out at all? That's number one. I mean, I know that this is, you know, the Jackson family is one of our great American treasures and all that. But can we take that aside and just look a little bit deeper? This is one 15-year-old girl who allegedly attempted suicide with cutting on her wrist. She's still been in that same hospital facility for the past, what, newborn, 3 weeks? Easily 3 weeks. The facility will not release her because she's a danger to herself, and there's not one family member that will make adequate arrangements for this little girl. You know, 150 family members, and none of you all are good? What is the point? Second of all, you remember, I was one of the first people who said, sure, you know, a 15-year-old girl needs her mom. I'm so glad. Do you remember me saying this in Hot Topics? I think Debbie needs to step up. Well, I'm a woman and I have a right to change my mind. And here's my thought about Debbie. I forgot. Debbie is the same person who basically Michael bought her sperm or whatever it is, you know, her eggs. You know what I'm saying? She accepted money allegedly to back off of this little girl's life once she was impregnated, had the baby, and then she was pregnant. So as far as I'm concerned, a woman who would back off after birthing a child is not a woman, she's an animal. So therefore, She's not fit to adequately take care of this child either. You can't double back around and say, oh, now I want to be in my, bio daughter's life, because now we're looking at you with the side eye like all you want is money. And I can't believe Aunt LaToya, Aunt Rebe, Aunt Janet. I can't believe that Taj, the nephew, got married this past weekend and everybody was hooping and hollering and celebrating at the wedding. Did you read it in the magazines? While little girl is still in the hospital on a, she's not well enough to get out. Uncle Jermaine, Uncle Tito, Uncle Janet, all of you all, you should be ashamed of yourselves. Ashamed. And by the way, that Utah rehab center, I like that they had the integrity to not accept somebody on account of paparazzi making it bad for everybody else. I don't know about you, but like if our kid was in, God forbid, a rehab facility, or say at an exclusive boarding school or a college or something like this, and then all of a sudden some Jackson or Lowen wanted to register to be in it, that'd be the last place I'd want my kid, so I'd want to pull my kid out, because that would attract paparazzi, which would be all over the whole campus, just making it bad for all the kids. So it's nice that that Utah rehab had, I guess, said no, but there's got to be some place that will accept this girl, and I'm watching this story. Katy Perry is on the new cover of Vogue magazine, and inside she's talking about a lot, including her love life and her brief moment that she was with John Mayer. And she said something so revealing that it actually worked, and I don't know whether this was her intention. She talked about John Mayer, and she said something about he's got a tortured soul and that she's still in love with him, which was like putting her heart in the middle of the turnpike in the truck lane. You know what I mean? Except it worked. He heard about this, and reportedly, they're back together. I know, it worked. She really opened up, and so now that they're back together for the third time, because they were together and then they broke up. No, well, I know, I was thinking the same thing. If you're together with somebody and you break up once, okay, fine. Together and you break up twice, okay, fine. A third time is really sketchy, but this is their third time back together. And so this time, Katy is making John play by her rules. Now, can I just say, if you have to make somebody do anything, then this relationship is doomed, period. And the things that she wants from him are so simple that you shouldn't have to even tell a 35-year-old man this. Yeah, he's 35. By the way, she's never looked so beautiful in this dress, and I always say it. So, wait, she's 28 years old and he's 35, and according to Life and Style magazine, Katy made John do a couple of things. First of all, get rid of his ex's phone numbers. Why do you have to tell a 35-year-old man that? Say? And also, because you know what? Random girls were texting him, and reportedly, it was a big issue for them in the past. I was watching Long Island Princesses the other night. Were you watching? Well, one of the girls was going through the same thing. Like she was on again, off again with the boyfriend, whichever one that is. They all remind me of the same person. They all remind me of the same person, but it's an entertaining show. It comes on, I think, on Sundays between the housewives or something. Erica. That's Erica? How you doing, Erica? Anyway, and she was going through the same thing. If you have to tell a guy to get rid of his ex's numbers, then he's kind of not that into you, or he's only into you for a reason, like summer fun or winter, spring break or something like that. Anyway, so Katy, that's mistake number one. If you had to tell a 35-year-old man that, then it's probably doomed. And then the second rule that she has for him is more dinner dates and romantic time out. Now, if you have to tell a 35-year-old man that, then it's doomed also. Now, I could see if it's like a 25-year-old man or even a 22-year-old man, where all they want to do is sit in the house and, watch TV or something like that. But no, Katy. Did John come to you with any rules? If I were him, I would. Can I tell you what the rule would be? Always dressed like this. And wait, hold on. Hey, Deb Miller, let's work some magic. I'm gonna snip my fingers and we're gonna play magic, okay? Wait, look, first of all, Katy, always dress like that picture that you see, and never dress like that. That. Almost, Deb. This picture right here, no, they were together, and obviously they're outside. They were in the rainforest, but she looks about 15 pounds up and just stinky, smelly, messy. You clean up good, Katy. But if I were mayor, my rule would be never look like that.